What's going on, everyone? It's your boy Ben from JBM Sports Media coming at you guys with my UFC 324 predictions. Guys, the UFC is back. We haven't had a card since December. And plus, we're embarking in the new UFC Paramount Plus era. We have an absolute electric card to start off with. Obviously, let's get into it straight off the bat before we do go into all the main card predictions. And yes, as of right now, I'm just doing the main card predictions. If you guys would be interested, though, I will say this. If you guys will be interested in prelim predictions, I can absolutely do that on a YouTube short. Just let me know in the comment section if that's something that you guys would be interested in. I can also upload that on TikTok and IG Reel as well. Let me know in the comment section. No issue with doing that whatsoever. But as of right now, we're just going to go with the main card prediction. And obviously, it's capped off by the amazing main event for the interim lightweight championship between Justin Gaethje and Paddy the Baddy Pimblett. We have an amazing co-main between Sean O'Malley and Song Yadong. And just great fights in general. I'm not going to lie. I'm super excited for this card. Super hyped that the UFC is back. It's back and better than ever. Are we currently on a new UFC era trend? I think we are. So let's get into the predictions right off the bat. Starting off with Arnold Allen versus Gene Silva. Gene Silva coming off a tough loss against Diego Lopez in September. So this is kind of a quick turnaround for him, if I could be quite honest. I know a lot of people are saying this fight is kind of 50-50. I actually would like to disagree with a lot of people that say this fight is 50-50. I'm going to go with Gene Silva to win this fight. I think he is a little bit stronger. I think he's going to really overpower Arnold Allen in this fight. Final prediction, if I had to put a final prediction on it, I'm going to go Gene Silva to win this fight. Third round TKO. I do think that it being a 3-round fight is going to benefit Gene Silva a lot in this fight. And look, I am very happy to see Gene Silva back in the fold because he's one of my favorite fighters. He has this level of aura to him that obviously I'm not trying to glaze that much, obviously, but he's one of my favorite fighters. I'm ready to see him start off 2026 with the absolute bang, with the absolute W, and I think he'll pick up a W straight off the bat, defeating Arnold Allen in this fight. All right, let's move on to the next fight. We have Natalia Silva against Thug Rose. Thug Rose, one of my favorite female fighters of all time. Unfortunately, I'm not saying her era has come to an end. I'm not saying she's washed. But unfortunately, I do think she's going to get dominated in this fight, chat. I'll be honest. I got to be honest. I think Natalia Silva is going to win this fight. And I think it's going to be kind of a little bit of upset saying this. Maybe a little bit of a bold prediction. Maybe a hot take, whichever way you guys want to put it. I don't think this fight is going to be necessarily close. I mean, at all. I don't think it's going to be necessarily close at all. I think Natalia Silva is going to win this fight. Like I said, we're embarking in a new UFC era. And I think Natalia Silva is going to dominate in this fight. I see this fight going the distance, but I think she's going to win this fight via unanimous decision. And I think a lot of people are actually going to be pretty surprised on how easily she wins this fight. And for Thug Rose, I'm not going to lie. She's had a great run, and I'm not saying she's washed at all. I don't think she's washed. But I just don't think she got what it takes against Natalia Silva in this fight at all. And that's no disrespect to Thug Rose. Like I said, personally, one of my favorite female fighters of all time. I think she's come and met her match in this one. I'm going to go Natalia Silva, wins via unanimous decision. The fight will go the distance. For all the betting kids out here, I'm going to try to throw a little bit of some props to you, but not fully props. Just some ideas, where you could take your mind to. But I do think this fight goes the distance. I do think Natalia Silva wins via unanimous decision, however. Let's move on to what I think is going to be the most electric fight of the night. We're going to have a guaranteed knockout in this fight. Who's going to get knocked out, though? Is it going to be Waldo Cortez Acosta or is it going to be Derek Lewis? Derek Lewis, who's actually in pretty good shape for this fight. I don't know. My heart right now is telling me to take Derek Lewis because I do believe one of these guys will get absolute knocked out in this fight. Somebody's getting chinned. Somebody's getting KO'd. Who is it going to be, though? Waldo or Derek Lewis? I still think this, in my opinion, is kind of 50-50. You could sell me on Derek Lewis winning this fight. You could also sell me on Waldo Cortez Acosta winning this fight. No matter what, like I said, I'm going to try to throw some betting props out there for you guys. Obviously, always bet responsibly. I always say that because, betting responsibly is the way to go. I don't think this fight goes the distance. I think you guys need to hammer that this fight's not going the distance. I do believe somebody's getting knocked out. Who is it going to be? I've decided it's going to be Derek Lewis. I think, unfortunately, Derek Lewis is going to be getting knocked out in this fight. Cortez Acosta will be taking the big-time dub. I feel like we're embarking, like I said, in this new era of the UFC. It starts off with Waldo Cortez Acosta winning via knockout. I'm going to say round 2 knockout. I think that's pretty fair to say. Round 2 knockout. Cortez Acosta picks up a big-time W in this fight. Let's move on to the co-main right here. We have Sean O'Malley versus Song Yadong. Sean O'Malley, this is a big one, my guy. This is a big one. I've been on the Sean O'Malley hype train ever since, ever since I guess he beat Petr Yan. Yeah, I guess I've been on the hype train since then. But 2 back-to-back disappointing performances by Sean O'Malley, especially his last fight against Merab getting submitted. Song Yadong, I think, has the capability of defeating Sean O'Malley. I really do believe he does. You know, Sean O'Malley, I don't believe is going to knock out Song Yadong. I don't think that's going to happen. His chin, Song Yadong's chin, it's like platinum. It's titanium. This guy doesn't get knocked out. And I don't believe it's going to happen in this fight. And I've actually been certainly surprised seeing certain media outlets saying Song Yadong is going to get knocked out. I've seen a lot of predictions saying O'Malley gets a KO victory in this fight. I don't see that happening at all. I do think O'Malley's going to use his jab to his advantage big time in this fight. Song Yadong, I feel like he's going to keep it interesting. He's going to keep it very interesting. I'm going to just have to go and ride with Sugar Sean on this one. I have to. I don't think he could afford another loss right now, bro. And I think he knows that. I think he knows he can't afford another loss. I mean, losing to Merab in that fashion, getting submitted in that fashion was quite embarrassing. Because guess what? I picked him to win the rematch against Merab. I did. I thought he had a chance to floor Merab. I was wrong. Do I think he has a chance to floor Song Yadong? If I had to put a percentage on it, I would think it's like 20 to 25% chance he could knock out Song Yadong. But I think it's really unlikely. I do think he's going to win this fight. Final prediction, I'm going to go Sean O'Malley defeats Song Yadong via, I think it goes to the scorecards. I'm going to go unanimous decision victory for Sean O'Malley and him to bounce back starting off his 2026 with a much-needed victory. Yeah, he really does need this victory. Guys, I'll throw this question out to you guys real quick. What do you think happens next for Sean O'Malley if he somehow loses this fight? I mean, it's a genuine question because I feel like if he does lose this fight, I don't know what's next. If he wins it, though, I could see a fight against Umar. Obviously, Umar's also fighting on this card, which I think he'll win his fight. Spoiler alert. I know I said I'll do prelim predictions if you guys do want that in the comment section. I do think Umar's going to win this fight. I think that leads into a perfect Sean O'Malley versus Umar fight. Even if Sean wins that one, I mean, I'm not trying to get too much ahead of myself, but could he fight Petr Yan for the championship if Yan wins that rematch against Merab? Yeah, he could, but like I said, Sean O'Malley needs to win this fight. No matter what, plain and simple, a victory is going to happen right here, and I'm calling it, booking it, unanimous decision victory for Sean O'Malley. Let's go into the main event for the interim lightweight championship. Obviously, this fight, most likely the winner is going to face Ilia Topuria sometime in May, sometime in June, I think. That's where Topuria is kind of aiming for a return. Obviously, he's dealing with his personal situation. Hopefully, prayers up and, everything like that. Hopefully, it gets resolved fairly quickly. Don't wish that on my worst enemy. Like I said, Ilia, prayers up, my guy. You're one of my favorite UFC fighters at the current moment. I think he is my favorite UFC fighter at the current moment. And I really want to see him back in the octagon, but resolve what you have to resolve. Family first, man. But your opponent will be waiting, and who is it going to be? I tried to sell myself on Gaethje. I couldn't do a chat. I'm going to go with Paddy the Baddy Pimblett, and I think he's going to win via round 3 submission. I'm calling it right now, round 3 submission victory for Paddy the Baddy. I do believe his takedown is going to come into big time. He has some great BJJ. Yeah, I don't see Gaethje winning this fight. I know Paddy sometimes lets his chin up, and could Gaethje catch him? Yes, it is absolutely possible. I just don't know if, he's going to be that much having a lot of energy after Paddy takes him down a multitude of times, because I don't think it's something that, Gaethje can recover from. I think Paddy's going to do the ground and pound very well in this fight. I'm going to go with Paddy, and he's going to make it look quite easy in this fight, chat. Got to make it look quite easy. I'm going to go with Paddy winning, like I said, round 3 submission and setting up mega fight, because I do believe it's going to be a mega fight between Paddy and Ilia Topuria when it happens. Hopefully May, hopefully June. Like I said, Ilia, take your time. Handle what you need to handle. Family first, always. But I think that fight is bound to happen, and we're going to see it because Paddy's going to win this fight. Would I be surprised if Gaethje does win this fight? To be quite frankly, yes, I would be surprised. I haven't been that impressed with Gaethje in his last few performances, so for him to win this fight, I would be, somewhat surprised, to say the least. But rocking with Paddy, Obviously, let me know what you guys think in the comment section, specifically for the main event. Who do you guys have winning this fight? Do we have any Gaethje believers in the chat? Let us know in the comment section. Obviously, really quickly, going into looking, we have a great card ahead of us. Obviously, I'm going to be doing a reaction video afterwards, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you guys are subscribed here on JBM Sports Media on YouTube. Also, follow us on TikTok. I'll do a live reaction, maybe, potentially, something to keep an eye on. IG Reels as well. We're going to obviously do our review as well. So stay tuned. Follow us on IG, JBM Sports Media, TikTok, JBM Sports Media, and subscribe here on YouTube to JBM Sports Media. Thank you guys for watching this video. We appreciate all your support. Until next time, we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.